Superset. Ever feel like your workout is moving slower than Monday morning? Meet the superset, the overachiever's way of saying, let's hurry this up. It's when you do 2 exercises back to back without rest, usually for opposing muscle groups like biceps and triceps. One works while the other catches its breath. It's teamwork, but with soreness. You'll look like a machine, jumping from curls to pushdowns while everyone else is still texting between sets. And the best part? You're cutting time without cutting gains. Supersets are the gym version of multitasking, except instead of emails and coffee, it's iron and sweat. They're ideal for when you want to train hard and leave fast, or when the gym's packed and you don't want to lose your spot. Give it a go, and suddenly, your workout feels more like a fast-paced action scene than a slow-motion montage. Warm-up set. The warm-up set is like stretching before a fight. Not flashy, but unless you like snapping tendons, it's kinda essential. This isn't the time to show off. It's the gym's version of foreplay. Lightweight, low ego, high payoff. You're not here to impress, you're here to prepare. Think of it as giving your muscles a heads up before the real chaos begins. A few light reps with perfect form tells your body, hey, we're about to lift heavy things. Please don't break. It gets your blood flowing, your joints moving, and your brain dialed in before your squat turns into a chiropractic emergency. Too many people skip this because it's boring, so is physical therapy. Warm-up sets won't make you sweat buckets, but they'll save you from disasters that start with, I think I pulled something. Be smart. Warm up like a pro, then lift like a beast. Drop set. The drop set. Because quitting at failure is for mortals. This brutal little trick involves hitting failure, then dropping the weight and pushing through more pain. Still breathing? Cool. Drop again. Repeat until your muscles are filing HR complaints. Imagine curling 50 pounds until your arms scream, nope, then grabbing the 30s and doing it again, like a gym version of emotional damage. It's like peeling away your strength layer by layer until you're doing bicep curls with a soup can and still shaking. Drop sets are not about pride. They're about punishment, the kind that builds muscle, tests willpower, and makes you question every life choice that led to this point. Used right, they're an incredible tool for muscle growth and intensity. Just don't expect to drive home without T-Rex arms. Remember, when the weights go down, the suffering goes up. Mechanical drop set. The mechanical drop set is the fitness version of shapeshifting. Instead of lowering the weight, you change the movement to something easier, like a sneaky little escape plan for your exhausted muscles. Example: start with decline push-ups like a beast. Hit failure, boom, switch to regular push-ups. Still dying, drop to knee push-ups and pray for mercy. It's all about extending the set without touching the weights. Just tweak the angle or position and keep moving. It's genius if you're training at home or want to outsmart your muscles. But in a crowded gym, good luck claiming 3 benches while doing a reverse lunge cha-cha. Expect dirty looks. Mechanical drop sets are savage for muscle endurance and perfect when you're running out of plates or patience. So next time you can't lift another pound, don't quit, just pivot. Because sometimes getting weaker strategically makes you stronger. Pyramid set. The pyramid set is like climbing a mountain, except every step is heavier and more painful. You start with a light weight and high reps to trick your muscles into thinking this will be easy. Then, surprise, the weight keeps going up and the reps go down, like your motivation mid-set. It's the slow burn that builds up to one glorious heavy climax, the kind of set that makes you reconsider leg day halfway through. By the time you reach the top, you're lifting like a warrior monk possessed by creatine. Pyramid sets are great for warming up while getting stronger. You ramp up the intensity gradually, so your body's not blindsided by a barbell trying to crush your soul. And when you're done, you can look back down and think, wow, I survived the climb. Just don't forget, what goes up usually has a reverse pyramid waiting on the next workout. Reverse pyramid set. The reverse pyramid set flips the script like it's trying to rebel against gym tradition. Instead of warming up into heavier weight, you start heavy, right after your warm-up, when you're fresh, fierce, and still emotionally stable. You hit your heaviest set first, when your muscles are wide awake and ready for war. Then, you drop the weight and add more reps with each set, slowly descending into controlled exhaustion. It's basically telling your body, we're starting with the boss fight. Good luck. Great for lifters who want to lift big before fatigue ruins everything, or for those who just like front-loading the suffering. The results? pretty similar to traditional pyramids or straight sets, but the vibe, way more intense. Just make sure you actually warm up first, or you'll go from hero to herniated in under 30 seconds. Reverse pyramid. Come in strong, leave in pieces. The gains will thank you later. Giant set. The giant set is what happens when a superset drinks an energy drink and says, let's go harder. It's 3 or more exercises back to back. No rest. All chaos. Basically, your muscles get 0 breaks and your lungs start drafting a will. It's the ultimate time saver. Perfect for home workouts or when you want to feel like your heart's trying to beat out of your ears. But try this in a crowded gym? Congrats! You're now that person, hogging every dumbbell like it's a yard sale. Giant sets are great for intensity, endurance, and finishing off a muscle group with prejudice. But be warned, your performance will take a hit. You'll sweat, you'll curse, you'll question your life choices around round 2. Still, it's a killer way to get maximum burn in minimum time. Just maybe don't do it with 5 cable machines during peak hours, unless you enjoy public shaming. Forced reps are what happen when you say, I'm done, and your spotter says, no, you're not. You push your set to absolute failure. Then your training buddy swoops in to help you grind out extra reps, the kind you couldn't do solo unless gravity suddenly retired. It's teamwork. It's trust. It's borderline betrayal. Used by bodybuilders and sadists alike, this technique is for maximizing muscle fatigue and breaking past plateaus. You'll look like a beast, or like someone getting bench pressed by regret. Either way, it's a show. But here's the catch. This isn't for beginners. If your spotter sucks, you're either stuck under a bar or flailing like a malfunctioning robot. Only try this when you have a solid spotter in solid form, or you'll go viral, and not for the right reasons. Forced reps. The reps you shouldn't be able to do, and do anyway. Pre-exhaust set. Sometimes your muscles need a little wake-up call, and that's where the pre-exhaust set steps in. You start with an isolation exercise to light up the target muscle before jumping into a big compound lift. It's like sending a polite text to your chest saying, hey bro, we're about to bench. Please show up this time. Perfect for anyone who feels their triceps taking over every push day or their glutes ghosting on squats. This technique helps you connect with the right muscle so it doesn't sit back and let the support crew steal the spotlight. But listen, this isn't meant to destroy you before the real work starts. Think of it as a strategic, slightly spicy warm-up. Enough to activate, not annihilate. Use it wisely, and suddenly your bench press feels like a chest workout, not a shoulder party. It's not cheating. It's just letting your muscles know who's boss before the bar hits. Rest pause set. Myo reps. You ever hit failure and think, thank God that's over, only to trick yourself into doing more? Welcome to the rest pause set, the sneakiest way to suffer longer for more gains. You start a normal set, rep until your muscles throw in the towel, then you rest. But not for long, just 5 to 10 seconds. Enough time to question your life choices, and then, boom, you're back in. You do a few more reps, rest again, repeat. It's like CPR for your workout, shocking your muscles back to life just to abuse them some more. You'll look intense. You'll feel powerful. You'll sound like a dying vacuum cleaner. Used right, it pushes you past failure without totally collapsing. But don't get it twisted. This is an advanced move, not for the faint of heart or quads. Rest pause, because failure is just the beginning. Burnout set. The burnout set is the workout equivalent of emptying the tank and then kicking the dashboard for good measure. It's that all-out, high-rep finale at the end of your workout, where your muscles scream, your face contorts, and your soul briefly leaves your body. Usually done with light weights or body weight, the goal isn't to lift heavy, it's to suffer gloriously. You rep until your arms turn to noodles, your legs betray you, and your gym playlist suddenly feels too upbeat for what's happening. This is where the pump turns savage, the burn becomes biblical, and your form starts doing interpretive dance. But hey, it's the grand finale, the final act that leaves your muscles torched and your t-shirt soaked. Burnout sets aren't pretty, but they're crazy effective for finishing strong and chasing that juicy pump. End your session like a legend, or at least like someone who'll need help walking tomorrow. Pause set. If your reps usually fly by like a TikTok scroll, it's time to slow things down, painfully. The pause set makes you stop at the hardest part of the rep, usually the bottom. hold for a couple of seconds, and then explode out like you're launching a spaceship with sore elbows. Bench press? Lower that bar to your chest and just sit there for a moment while your brain whispers, "This was a mistake." Then press it back up like your life depends on it. It's brutal, it's awkward, but it builds insane control, strength, and confidence, especially for anyone who turns into a baby deer under a heavy bar. No bouncing, no momentum, no cheating. Just raw power and mental grit. It won't make you feel cool, but it'll make you stronger, tighter, and way less likely to fold like a lawn chair under pressure. Pause, breathe, then blast it. Partial set. The partial set is like doing the rep, but only the painful part. You're not being lazy, you're just strategically not finishing the movement. Why? To increase time under tension, target weak spots, or push heavier weights than your full ROM would allow. It's effective if used right. Doing heavy lockout bench presses to hammer triceps? Smart. Doing quarter squats so your knees don't get scared? Not so much. Partial sets can be a weapon for growth, or a fast track to the land of ego lifting. Used properly, they're like a laser, focused and intense. Misused, they're more like a fog machine in a haunted house, full of theatrics and very little substance. So if you're cutting the range on purpose, great. But if you're cutting it because 3 plates just looks cooler, you're not doing partials. You're doing denial with dumbbells. Go partial. Just don't go delusional. Explosive set. This one's all about speed, power, and pure violence against gravity. The explosive set is where you lift that weight like it just insulted your family. The goal? Move it fast. Move it hard. No slow grinding here. Just raw, controlled force that screams, "I am speed." Perfect for powerlifters, athletes, and anyone who wants to hit like a truck or jump like they owe rent money to the clouds. It works best when paired with a pause at the bottom. So you eliminate momentum and make your muscles do all the work. We're talking squats that launch you off the floor, bench presses that punch the ceiling, and deadlifts that start earthquakes. Explosive sets teach your nervous system to fire on all cylinders, turning slow, shaky lifts into crisp, powerful explosions. It's not about ego, it's about training for domination. So grip it, rip it, and blast that rep like it owes you money.